All right, so we are going to start. We are on Casey episode 46. So
That's more than halfway, right?
that is more than halfway.
Okay.
By the time we finish today, I believe we will be 56% of the way through.
That's a lot of percents. 56 divided
57%.
by... Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not 56 divided. Why would you? Okay. All right. So
Only 23. How many episodes are there?
87.
Okay, 56 divided by 87.
But we're not on 56.
Okay, 46 divided by 87.
That's where we're starting.
All right.
So by the time we're all right, great start to the show.
Hello.
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 I'm giving you attention.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not bad. 2 minutes out of 7 days.
Here it is.
Yeah.
You hung up the phone.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so whose fault is that?
Well, tired of hearing about Alex being so far up your ass.
Here you go, mentioning him again.
I don't think Alex could
All
get
we
up
did is
there.
go to fucking brunch.
You don't think so?
No, I mean, that's like a human-sized person. I don't think you could get in there like...
All the way
What do
in
you...
there.
Yeah.
We heard a call last night. Our Blue Boy read some of the text messages from when Casey was in line to meet Alex Jones. There was a meet and greet, and she was the last one in line. She's like reapplying makeup, putting on perfume because she's so nervous to meet Alex that she's sweating through her clothes.
Oh my god.
And she's getting upset because the person in line in front of her is taking too long and she wants to beat the woman. And Lauren is so mad. How come you weren't nervous to meet me? Oh, I bet he's diarrhea all over himself. the most juvenile things. She's like, oh, I bet he has boogers running out of his nose. Look for boogers when you get up to him. Like, just this is what. So, the whole thing is great. I don't know if Blue Boy is going to release those texts. He did read them during the call last night, but just the way Lauren shows this, it's just like with Derek. Nothing has changed.
I bet he's got stinky breath.
Yeah, I bet he's got stank breath. I don't want you sitting next to him. Lauren, he's in my class and we have assigned seats. Like, yeah, same shit.
I don't want you holding hands in the hallway. He better not be
What about
at
the
your
pep
locker.
rally? I mean, at the pep rally, everyone's getting pepped and this man's holding up your hand, right? Filling up your hand, getting all knuckles. No fucking way.
He's groping your hand.
He's groping your knuckles, feeling your thumb.
That's essentially sexual assault if he's groping your hand.
Okay, what if he takes your hand and puts it on his knee?
Well, see that, no, that's a no-go.
Then you have a baby.
Then you get pregnant.
Baby.
It's like Danny Phantom.
And then we have sex afterwards. But
yeah.
Well, you're bringing it to a point where I'm not going to doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you can't go a day without having something to do with him.
I can't go a single day without him.
Yeah, well, obviously, you spend a whole fucking night with him on a hot date and then let him sleep over.
You mean a seriously hot all night long date?
Yep.
Yeah, it was so fucking hot.
Yeah,
just turn the
you
AC
let him
on.
sleep over again.
Yeah. Have some more sex.
I sat on his lap the entire time.
Well,
it's not funny, Casey.
Not going to be surprised because you can't seem to go a day without him.
I can't. Too hard. When he's not here, I'm just thinking about him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's the point you're bringing it to make me think like that.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go a day without mentioning him.
Obviously, he thinks that way because he thinks that every weekend now he gets to spend time with you, and it's all
Yeah,
him
every
and you.
weekend's Alex's weekend.
It's been that way for how many weekends now? 4 that I know of. 4 that I know of.
I think 2.
4 that I know of, Casey.
All right, what 4? Because I only recall 2.
The 4 since we've been back talking to each other. every weekend.
So they're not even in a relationship.
Every week.
They're not in a relationship at this point.
No.
Wow. He's getting this worked up. They're not even dating.
How are they gonna date if she's giving all her time to Alex fucking... Are you even paying attention?
Well, I'm trying to.
Lorne has called dibs on her because he showed interest first. And they were working towards a relationship. Are you with me so far?
I think I'm following. Go ahead.
How do they complete the journey to relationship dumb if she's spending all her time with Alex Jones?
I would say maybe when she's in the bathroom, she can like write Lauren a little text or something, be like, "Hey, I'm interested in dating."
Text.
Yeah.
A poop text, and she could send him a voice memo from the bathroom, and he'll know she's in the bathroom to get it so that Alex doesn't hear, and he'll know what that means. You out there slipping.
Well, it would be a sign of a healthy relationship because he got that from Winnie all the time, and that was his healthiest relationship by Lauren's own word.
That's true. All right.
Yeah. I'm not as stupid as I come across.
I told you 3 weekends ago that he's going to think,
despite all evidence,
that weekend, which would be the 4th, or the very first weekend after you and I started talking, the following weekend, he did the same thing. And I told you it was going to become a pattern. He's going to think that every weekend he gets to spend time with you. And look at what's happened. Same thing over and over, regardless of how I feel about anything.
Yeah.
You're not dating, so why should she care?
And you can't miss out on brunch today. You got to see him. I mean, he's got to see you.
I have to eat.
Otherwise, he'll go in convulsions without seeing you.
You gotta eat.
Get some French toast.
Yeah.
Some orange juice, some mimosa.
You can't go out to McDonald's and get your own breakfast. You got to have brunch with Alex.
McDonald's? I'm not a broke ass bitch. I don't eat McDonald's.
Whoa. Breakfast.
Oh, sorry. You had to go to a fancy restaurant with Alex. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah,
Arby's.
French omelets. Yeah. They don't have those in McDonald's.
Oh, so sorry. It's my bad on that one.
Okay. They don't have Bloody Marys at McDonald's.
A Bloody Mary.
Well, I mean, you go into the bathroom and you say her name. I'm sure she'd show up.
I think Casey might have been referring to the alcoholic beverage.
What's that?
Yes, absolutely. Anywhere with a mirror is a actual place where you could meet the real Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
But Lauren, his idea that she could just go to McDonald's and get her own breakfast is pretty funny.
I mean, like, that's clearly not the point that she's making. Like, he's thinking that she can't go and eat somewhere else, or like trying to make that point, and it's really like the point isn't that she needs something to eat. And also McDonald's of all places, of course, that's what Lauren would think of.
Yes, that exactly. He pretends he knows so much about Casey and what she's into from the beginning. You know, we need to get you out to Maine.
Yeah, because she's like into fitness. Why would she go to McDonald's?
Why would that be the place where she's like, oh, why don't we go to McDonald's? He's like, no, I'm going to take you to this fancy brunch. It's not about where, because it wouldn't have mattered to him if she said, oh, I wasn't here this morning because me and Alex went to McDonald's and grabbed some breakfast and had coffees and we're sitting there. He wouldn't be happy about that.
He would be calling Alex Jones broke.
Yeah. Oh, so he couldn't even take you somewhere nice? So just this doesn't matter. It was someone else spending time with his hopeful woman at some point, and that's where but he can never just say that. He can never just say, I don't, it pisses me off because blank. He always has to like come about it in this bitchy roundabout way. Just say what you feel.
Well, he's really stupid, but he's smart enough to know that you can't just outright say that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but he does say stuff like that to Jamie.
And it didn't work.
Yeah. Well, but him and Jamie were dating. He's not dating. So he wants to be abusive and he wants to keep her away and isolate her now, but they're not dating yet, so he has to like go about it in just more of the roundabout way.
I'm just glad he's stupid enough that he can't even like love bomb the right way.
Yes. Yeah, I mean his extent of love bombing is what he did to Kayla, because it hasn't changed. I'm gonna give
so true.
one of these animals is yours, and I'm gonna say, oh, look at your dog doing blank, 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 and I'm gonna sing you songs and write you poetry, and that's my love bombing. Now look at my dick.
Honey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol involved.
Yeah, there has to be.
Well,
That's how
apparently.
Take my panties off.
Yeah. Well.
She weren't even wearing any.
What do you want me to feel?
I don't fucking care. Feel however you
Damn,
want.
Casey.
Yeah, feel however you want. What's it matter to me? If you don't like it, get the fuck away from me.
A good point.
No, Casey, I love you.
Well,
I don't like him. Why do you think I'm having such a fit about him?
you're a bitch.
Because of the way I feel about you.
That's not a nice word.
How are you in love with me?
Casey, we've known each other for a year now.
So?
You think I'm just sitting around playing with my dank and my toes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Your
probably.
dick and toes.
How does that mean?
I think a lot about you.
And toes.
So?
Even when the thruple was going on, I was thinking less and less.
Jealousy isn't love, Lauren.
I was thinking about less and less about Jamie and more about you.
Jamie
My
doesn't
dick and
exist, Lauren.
Exactly, but at the time we didn't know that.
Head, shoulders, dink,
Otherwise,
and
you wouldn't have made a trip to Nashville.
So what does a year's time have to do with anything?
What is my what?
Sucker for a year.
Huh?
What does a year have to do with anything? You love me because it's been a year?
I love you because I love you, stupid bitch.
I love you because I love the
cunt.
way you are.
No, you don't. I like to get drinks with my friend. You hate that.
Yeah, I do hate that.
You don't like anything that I do.
Got to take the good with the bad, but I don't have to take Alex.
He likes that
Well,
you
you
have
do.
a vagina.
He does love that.
I put up with it.
No, you don't.
I've been putting up with it. Why do you think I'm getting so irritated
Not
about
with him. You bitch about him constantly.
Yeah, I do. Of course I do.
It's very unattractive.
Well, it's very unattractive that you're constantly wanting to be around him.
I don't care if you find it attractive.
It's very unattractive that you go out and describe your outing with him like a hot date, then you let him sleep over.
Like an all-night.
How am I supposed to find that attractive?
She's not trying to
I don't
attract
care.
you.
Go find a fucking chick in Maine then, who has no friends, who wants to eat McDonald's breakfast with you.
Oh,
well, I don't live in
Alex
Maine.
means more to you than I do?
No, because if you don't want to put up with him, then you can go.
You want to tell me why you have to have him stay the night at your house? That's
Because I
bullshit.
want him to.
Because you want him to. Well, gee, that makes me feel so much better, Casey.
Wait, would it make you feel better if she didn't want him to and he forced his way into spending the night?
You know what? He probably would, because then that would mean that Casey didn't want Alex.
Yeah, like he's just so big and strong. How could I say no?
Yeah. Which is really gross to think about.
Once Alex Jones was kissing her neck, what was she supposed to do? Keep her clothes on? Come on. You've seen the man.
Yeah. Get real, Lauren.
Get real.
Who doesn't
Yeah,
love
I
that
care about my
barrel
friends.
chest?
Yeah, well, that's what they make Ubers for.
Yeah, I don't want him to pay for an Uber. I'd rather him stay at my house where
Says
I know
Lauren, the
he's
drunk
safe.
driver.
And you don't think he'd be safe at his own house?
No.
That's a good way of thinking.
Okay.
Jesus.
Lauren, I think you might be a little bit jealous.
That's fucked up, Casey.
He's hurting Casey's
That's really
feelings.
fucked up. Well, I don't know. You do what you want to do.
Okay.
You can let me know when you want me and not that fucking piece of shit in your life. No fucking around with this stupid, retarded, theoryist bullshit.
Bullshit.
What are you saying?
Sounds like a fucking retard, and he is a retard.
Okay.
Why do you say it like that?
Oh, he's
And
mad.
you're being just as retarded by fucking going into his bullshit.
Yeah,
He's been a problem for us since the fucking day you met him.
At least Alex knows how to speak intelligently.
There you go.
Yep.
Stick up for your boyfriend, Casey.
I'm sticking up for me. You just called me retarded.
You're not sticking up for you because you got that asshole in your goddamn life.
See how you're retarded? That doesn't make any sense.
You're
Yeah.
not sticking up for you.
He's
You're
not
sticking up for
here.
you.
You're sticking up for you. You get the fuck rid of him.
How
would that be
why?
sticking up for me? It's straight up like talking to a mentally challenged person right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Why
That's
would
a
you let
good
him in your
burn.
life?
Because I want him in my life.
Well, apparently you do because you want all kinds of time with him.
apparently you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything else you want to say to me, or have we met our
No, I
together?
don't want to take up all your time that you can spend with your boyfriend.
Alex
Okay.
Jordish.
Okay, thanks, Lauren.
Yeah. That was not a that wasn't a positive call for the two of them.
Yeah, neither was it a good new moment.
It was not. I do love the Alex Jones arc with Casey. Because
It
it's
is
so
really
stupid.
funny.
It is so stupid. And when they're emailing each other back and forth, he's calling Lauren a heathen
Yes.
and everything. And just the fact that Lauren was going around telling people that Alex fucking Jones wouldn't stop harassing him and his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's got this asshole Alex Jones who's in all of this legal trouble and is like this well-known figurehead that he's just beefing with this pedophile in emails.
Yeah, the guy won't leave. He won't leave him and his girlfriend specifically.
Yeah.
He won't leave me and my girlfriend alone. What the fuck's wrong with that guy?
It was good.
So it was a date then.
Well, if you want to call it that.
I love that picture.
I know what
love
you're talking
taking a
about.
Isn't that
screenshot.
great?
What else you gonna call
Taking
it?
a screenshot of that.
Two friends getting drinks together after work.
That other friend being Alex that you've made out with before. And I don't know what else you've done.
What stuff?
Well, I told you I didn't do anything else.
That you spend a lot of time with.
Mm-hmm.
That you were in a hurry to get off the phone with me to go out with.
Well, I
He's the
wasn't
same
in a
color as his
hurry.
house.
You said you were tired too, so you wanted to go to bed.
Well, I could tell you didn't want to be on the phone too.
I mean, we talked for like 2 hours, but okay.
Yeah, but I could tell you were itching to get off the phone.
No, I didn't know
Yeah, it
that.
was 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, I could tell by your attitude.
Oh yeah, it was fun. Got a few drinks, came home, went to sleep.
With him.
So, did he stay at his house or did he stay at your house? Or did you stay at his house? Or did you go to separate houses?
He came back to my house and we were done because I live closer.
Did he stay at your house?
So he stayed at your house.
Or did he stay
Yeah.
at your house?
How nice.
It was nice.
Well, I thought it was nice of me. I don't want my friends driving home drunk.
So he can't take a cab?
I guess he could have, but I offered if he wanted to stay over.
So regardless of how I felt, when
You're
you
not
knew
part
that
of the
I wouldn't
situation.
be happy about
Yeah.
it. Fuck Lauren. Let Alex stay at my house.
Yeah.
What's the matter with that?
Let me rephrase this. Let this other guy that I've made out with before stay at my house.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understood what you meant either way. You didn't need to rephrase it.
Well, just putting in easier terms to understand.
For you idiot.
Well, I already understood. You said Alex. I mean, that's an easier term. You know, because I've made out with a lot of guys before, so you could have just said his name.
Yeah. Well, you also hang out with him a lot.
Yeah, I guess quite a bit.
Yeah.
She's a popular girl.
He lives
Yeah.
the closest, so we like to get drinks sometimes.
He's
A lot
so
of- A lot
entitled.
of your other
He really
friends
is.
that are girls, I don't hear you hardly ever say anything about them anymore.
You
I haven't
get
seen
jealous
any of my
of them,
girlfriends
too.
in a while.
Maybe
Wow.
that's because Alex is in the way.
Oh, no, they're allowed to come hang out with us if they want. They're just always so busy.
Maybe they don't like Alex.
Or they love him.
Oh, sure. He's such a lovable guy.
Yeah, my friends think so too.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
because you go on dates with Alex and let Alex stay over your house, it's probably okay that I respond to letters that I get in the mail.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
you can
Go
go ahead
for
and
it.
respond to letters you get in the mail.
That send me to have their real address on it and their real phone number and their
How
real
do you know?
name.
Yeah, if you want. I don't know why you would, because they're probably catfishes. But yeah, I guess you can do that.
Usually when they put their return address on it,
Mhm.
normally they're not a catfish.
Yeah, that's a good way to find
Oh,
out.
nice.
I'm just making a point.
Lauren.
But yeah.
Oh, what was your point?
My point is, you're going out on dates with this guy and letting guys sleep over your house and not giving a fuck how I feel about it.
Because you're
So
not a
you-
part
Well,
of the
you said it was a
equation.
date.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never said it was a date.
Just
You went out
fucking.
to a cocktail lounge with a guy that you made out with
Okay.
to have cocktails with just the two of you.
I'm convinced Lauren just hates the word cocktails.
Because it looks like a big fucking cock.
It's got the word cock in it, Casey. Are you kidding me? There's one thing that I noticed in the other Casey stuff I was talking about, with the meet and greet. He doesn't ask Casey like, and what were you wearing when you went out? Which is kind of like a trademark of the abusive, jealous man, right?
He might have been too angry to think about it.
Or did he not want to know? Because it's just weird, because Lauren is that guy that wants to know. And what were you wearing when you're all dolled up for Alex Jones, and when you're going out for cocktails and he's sleeping over? Because he sure as fuck wanted to know what Kayla was wearing every day.
A
And she was a
G-string.
child. My PE clothes. Yo, you didn't get dressed after you ran the mile? No, I was sweaty. So it's just weird that he never asked Casey what she's wearing on these outings.
I wonder what he would have said if she had been doing all of those things that she says that she was during the meet and greet, but she was like very conservatively dressed.
Well, and that's what so Blue Boy said he wishes he would have mentioned, like, she spent all day putting together an outfit or whatever, just to let Lauren know what a fuss this was for her, like all the work she put
Right.
into this meet and greet, so that Lauren could ask what she was wearing, and then I'm sure it wouldn't have been something conservative. But
I don't
either way,
know.
you think? Well, I don't know I don't know if Blue Boy would have said it was something conservative. I think Blue Boy probably would have said something whorish, like Blue Boy actually dresses, so he just would have
Right,
put that
but
on Casey.
I just want to know how much of a loop it would throw for Lauren if she put in all this effort and stuff, but then she was dressed in like a turtleneck and a floor-length like denim skirt.
He probably would have assumed that she chose that outfit because it's something that Alex likes.
He does like Pentecostal women.
Yes.
That's true.
I like me an Amish woman. Yeah.
Right.
What would you call that?
I would call it two friends getting a drink after work.
You notice no other friends were invited?
I never said other friends weren't invited.
Yeah, did he invite any other
How do
friends?
you know that?
I don't know if he did or not. I asked my girlfriends if they wanted to come, but Friday people always
Joe
doing other
Rogan.
things or still working.
Yeah, don't go do things
That
with
took
your
me a
other
second
friends.
to
Let's
process.
choose Alex first. Because Alex is...
I wouldn't say he's more important. He's just right. I'm sorry?
Shapiro's there.
It's just that you made out with him. That makes a difference.
Well, I guess that's different. I don't make out with my friends. No.
Yeah, okay. So do you see what you just said?
What's that?
You don't make out with your friends.
Yeah, you meant like my other friends. I've never made out with my other friends before.
I like that song by Emily Osment.
So Alex is a first?
Emily Osment has a song?
Yeah, that one that's like a let's be friends so we can make out, like that one.
Okay, first of all, let's not say that one as if I know the catalog of Emily Osment songs, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. I know Emily Osment because she's the younger sister of Haley Joel, whatever Osment from The Sixth Sense. That's
She's
how
older
I know.
than
And I know
him,
that
right?
she auditioned. She's not older than him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, I know why I thought that.
First, there was like some Corbin Blue
No.
fake news you were spreading on here.
No, because listen, I don't know why I never put it together, but I was thinking because, like, you know how she's like 14 in Hannah Montana, but that her brother's like a little kid in The Sixth Sense,
Oh
and I
my
just always
God.
assumed that she was older.
Oh my God. Holy fuck. 88. I'm doing a Lauren stream with 88. This is
I'm being
amazing.
dead serious too. I really just now thought about that.
How could she be older when he's a little kid in 1996? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, I didn't know the movie came out in 96.
Well, I think it came out like 2001 actually, but yeah. So anyway, so I want you to stop saying stuff about people. Let's just make that a rule.
I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
The first friend that you made out with?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you call this thing from last night?
When we got drinks?
Yeah.
Getting some drinks.
Like the bar's name?
No, I mean the date.
The date was the 15th.
You know what I mean.
She was
What?
wearing her
What would you
pizza
call
bikini.
last night?
Yep.
Oh, what?
Spaghetti.
Wouldn't you call that a date?
Oh, you mean like when me and Alex went out to get drinks?
Yeah.
No, I called that two friends getting drinks together after work. I think I might have said that earlier.
But yeah, you said it earlier, but you're still not clarifying yourself because there's two friends getting drinks after work that nobody else is invited to.
I invited my other
She
friends
said
too.
several times.
They were invited, they declined.
Several times that people were invited. Why does he keep saying that? I know, because he's a fucking idiot. All right, I answered my own question. Anything else you want to say about anyone from the Disney Channel or a Nickelodeon show or get something else wrong? Or are we good?
I like The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody too.
Okay, now sing something from The Sweet Life on Deck, please.
It's a sweet life on deck. Zach and Cody.
Okay, Alex didn't invite any other friends.
I'm not sure if he did or not. I didn't really ask him.
So it just so happened that you invited your friends, but he didn't know if he invited any friends, but it wound up being just the two of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Having
That's how
cocktails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tails.
How romantic.
I wouldn't say it was really romantic.
What they did was not romance.
Then to top the evening off,
animal passion.
Why not invite Alex to sleep over my house?
Well, I didn't invite him. We just went back to my house because that's where his car was. And I was like, "You're not driving home."
Okay, so now think about what you just said.
Yeah, let's clear this up.
He met you at your house.
Yeah.
You went out to drinks together in your car.
Yeah.
You went back to your house together in your car.
Correct.
Okay.
And you had already been drinking.
Yeah, I only had a few. I had to work today, so I wasn't going to get hammered or anything.
And didn't you give me hell before about did you have any?
No, I think I gave you.
Yeah, she's not on probation. You might also be thinking about a different version of Case.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been drinking in a long time.
You don't remember 16 years ago, Casey?
I told y'all we're gonna quit smoking. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Lauren is unhappy that they went out and had drinks. They come back, and Alex needs to spend the night. What if, they go to the bar, they have one drink each, and then Alex says, "Hey, why don't we pick up a bottle and just drink at your house?"
Okay.
Is he less upset or more upset?
He's so much more upset. He's throwing shit across the room upset.
Because and again here, they went out, wouldn't, if you want to know if there was any romance involved or this was a romantic date, why doesn't he ask her, well, what were you wearing?
Well, that's a good question.
Right? Because if she said, well, I don't, who gives a shit, I just went what I was wearing to work, that would at least give him an indication that this wasn't something that she rushed home and changed, and she, like is putting all kinds of LA looks, hairspray in her hair, and doing whatever with the hot iron or crimping. She's got the crimper, just crimping the shit out of her hair. Why doesn't he ask that? Why doesn't that matter to him? Does he not know because he's never been on a date? Does he not know what actually is involved in a date usually?
You know what? He might really not know what women wear on a date.
Because he only watches TV, and on TV they're always in costume or character or whatever. So, right? Like,
yeah, and they're going to like a fancy restaurant, and in this they're like just at a bar. So
they're just at a bar. He's like setting the scene in his mind.
And then there's a laugh track, it's set up so that you can see all the characters come into view. Yeah.
Set up punch. Someone walks in, he has like a funny comment that he says, everyone laughs, and then music starts playing, and Alex is like, "This is my favorite song, let's dance."
Yeah, and Ross and Rachel are there, and they're yucking it up. It's a good time.
How could you drink like 12 and you were like obviously drunk, and then you fell asleep and crashed into a house?
Oh, that.
But I just had 2 drinks. That was fine.
It was just one house.
And my blood alcohol was 0.09 with legal limit was 0.08.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what do you think your blood alcohol level was?
I don't know.
Because
maybe like a 0.01.
In the drinks that you had, they were cocktails. They were hard liquor.
Yeah.
Mine was just beer.
Just beer.
Mm-hmm.
18 beers.
No hard liquor.
Yeah, there's no hard liquor in beer.
No hard liquor.
Yes.
No, there isn't. Not in beer.
Okay, so in hard liquor, there's a lot more alcohol content.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, like if I drink like a whole bottle, but like if you drink 12 beers versus 1 cocktail or 2 cocktails, like if the 12 beers is definitely more drunk. And if you're over the legal limit, you're over the legal limit. I was definitely under the legal limit.
Yeah, that 12 beers, it was 8 hours later. There wasn't 12 beers in my system.
No, but you had 0.09 alcohol in your system.
Yeah, yes, there weren't those beers, but you had it was 8 hours later, and you still had so much alcohol in your system that you were at a 0.9. You were almost at 1. So what does that tell you about what your blood alcohol level was 8 hours earlier, Lauren? You dumb fuck.
That's if we're believing what he's saying.
Well, about the 0.9 or the how long earlier that he drank the beer?
Yeah, about it being like 8 hours. He was probably like chugging beers up until he left.
He says that they were like drinking all late, and then his brother didn't want to stay the night, and then he drove him home, and then he came back. Like there's no way it was 8 hours earlier. He was sitting around sober for 6 hours after drinking all those beers. No fucking way.
How does he drink beer in the first place? Beer's nasty.
Beer is pretty gross. I know a lot of people like it. And they say it's an acquired taste, but I can't acquire that taste.
No. And then he's sitting there just like throwing them back.
Yeah.
Until he's...
I mean, if I had Lauren's life, I would love the taste of beer.
You know what? You raise a good point.
I would like bleach. Just like a glass of bleach with dinner. Mm.
Well, I mean, it would, clean out the innards. That's probably what Lauren would think, because you put battery acid on your boils.
Externally, what's bleach going to do internally other than just clean you out?
Yeah, if you have a stomach ache, it's usually because you got a buildup of something nasty. You drink some bleach to clean it.
To break it down.
Yeah.
It's asinine, like everything else that Lauren says, and hard to believe. And someone left a comment that, like, how come no one ever calls Lauren out on his 0.9 bullshit? That's almost, I believe every catfish has called him out on it, and every person who has ever reacted to a Lauren stream has called him out on it. So sometimes I wonder what people are listening to.
I don't know that they are turning the volume up. I think that they're just staring at a picture of Lauren for 2 hours.
Or they have their listening ears on, but not their hearing ears. That's probably what it is. Pickles.
I only have listening ears.
Yeah, well,
I never got the other pair.
That was rude. That was so rude.
I didn't even hear what you said.
I didn't say anything. Go back.
Oh,
to
are you telling me that I'm rude?
0.09, but not even a half a beer over the legal limit.
Right.
A couple sips.
So you were over the legal limit, and I was not. So I felt comfortable driving home.
Okay, so how many hours from were you out? From the time you started drinking to the time you drove home?
Maybe. Oh, you mean before? Like, how many hours did I stop drinking before driving?
Yeah.
Probably like an hour. I kept drinking water after that, and then he kept drinking. So I was like, well, you can just roll with me. We're going back to my house.
Okay, so how many drinks did you have?
I had 2.
You had 2 and he had 2.
No. I had 2, and then I started drinking water, and Alex kept drinking. He might have had like 4 or 5.
Whoa.
Okay, and so he couldn't say, I think I'll call an Uber.
I don't know. I guess he could have called an Uber. I didn't think about it. I just said, you can stay here if you don't want to drive.
So why would you say that?
I want my friends driving home drunk,
So you take his keys away from him?
Yeah.
And say, I'm going to call you an Uber.
Yeah, call
an Uber. No. I wasn't going to call an Uber. I said you can stay here on the couch. It's fine.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Why make him spend unnecessary money?
I know.
That's fine. I think I'll have this guy that I made out with stay on my couch and stay the night that I just went on a date with.
Well, if they went on a date, why wouldn't she? If she's comfortable with it.
And they're friends, and he's drunk, and he's on the couch, but I just love that Lauren believes that you. Hello, Uber. Yes, I'd like to order 1, please.
I mean, I don't know how Uber works.
Well, it's an app.
What are those?
Well, okay. Well, we got a lot to talk about after this after the stream. Yeah. So, but he just thinks that she's going to call an Uber, and the Uber's going to come and get him. But that's just not how shit works, and it seems like it's a lot more complicated than it needs to be. The guy was drunk. He had 5 or 6 drinks, and he just fell asleep on her couch, and that's it.
It's not a big deal.
It. She's not complaining and saying something bad happened, and he's like trying to give her an "I told you so." Right? She said it was just a nothing. It was a nothing thing. He spent the night. It's whatever. Let's move on. But Lauren cannot get it out of his mind. And what a better sign for a woman who's not in a relationship with a person when they act like this, because she has a personal life and just hanging out with friends. Absolutely. Let's get into a relationship with this man.
I mean, Lauren seems like a okay guy.
Does he? Other than the whole pedophilia RSO thing.
Yeah.
The thing, and the mind of a baby thing. Oh, plus the man quit on his basketball team. How are you going to be in a relationship with someone who did that?
All right. You know what? That's a good point. Maybe he's not.
He quit on the Cornville Chicken Hawks. He's going to quit on you. Okay? Women,
there's a song like that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Did Haley Osment sing it?
Yeah, it's called Don't Stop Believing.
Don't stop believing, parentheses, in your basketball skills.
So you've heard it, yeah.
I've never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds real fun.
It was a good night.
Sounds it.
Yeah.
It was.
Did we ever pitch Rape School Musical?
Did we?
Because I'm feeling like we should. feeling like we should.
Well, that's just the sex offender shuffle.
I feel like Rape School Musical is something that needs to happen.
Are we gonna get
Tyrone?
No, are we gonna get Zac Efron to play Lauren?
I was thinking James Franco.
You know what? He would also work.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
What?
I'm sure it was.
Get Bill Cosby to be Corbin.
Had a romantic date with Alex.
Drake Bell.
And you let her stay the night.
Mm-hmm. I already said all that.
Yeah. No, she didn't deny it.
I don't know what I would need to deny.
She has nothing to hide.
Letting a friend stay on the couch, I don't think that's a big deal.
I said that. I said you had a romantic date with Alex and let him stay at your house.
Mm-hmm. I know that's what you said.
Yeah. You didn't deny it.
Denied what?
It was a romantic date.
Well, I already said earlier it wasn't a date, so I just don't even feel the need to, like, keep repeating it. But if you want to say it's romantic, you can if you want. I denied it like 3 times already.
Yeah, well, how many times did he touch your hand?
Did he touch my hand?
Well, good question.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Why would he do that?
No, just how many times?
When? What? Why would 0? When did he touch my hand?
I'm just curious. Just wondering.
Okay, that's weird.
No, it's not weird. A lot of times.
Well, it is weird just for someone to just randomly touch my hand.
Well, a lot of times a guy will touch a girl's hand when he's trying to flirt with her. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Lord knows flirting.
So how come you don't hang out with your girlfriends as much as you do with Alex?
She already.
I said why earlier.
I know, but it seems like since Alex has been in the picture, I haven't heard anything about your girlfriends.
She just.
You asked me that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So
yeah, but I'm asking you again.
I'm waiting to see if you're going to realize this.
Realize what?
That you're hanging out with Alex an awful lot.
Yeah, we hang out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how often do you talk to him on the phone?
Well, I call or he calls to see if we want to do something.
How many times a week?
How many times a week do we hang out?
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 to 2 times.
And how many times do you talk on the phone?
Whenever he calls or I call to see if we want to do something.
How often is that?
1 to 2 times.
So, but you don't call your other friends to see if they want them.
I answered that earlier.
Me and Tony never went out for drinks, just the 2 of us.
That would be gay.
You and Tony allegedly went to a fair to meet a child that you've been grooming online and stayed in a hotel together.
Okay, but that's not him going on a date.
Okay.
So what's your point?
Because it was just a meeting location, not even a meeting place.
It was a meeting place. All right.
Yeah, that's all it was. So, all right.
Oh, why not?
Because we always had somebody else we were with.
Oh.
So anytime 2 people
other
do
friends
something
with us.
together, it's a date.
What was that?
So anytime 2 people do anything together, it's a date.
Are they the opposite sex, or are they bisexual or homosexual in some way? I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes, or no matter what. Yeah.
Okay, but if I take my mom to her doctor's appointment, does that mean that we're on a date?
In Arkansas, yes.
Okay, well that is a good point. Okay, if we were in New York, would that be
it's just someone taking their parent to the doctor's appointment. They're not sick.
That's an Arkansas courtship. If you take them to their doctor appointment, it's big business.
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And Tony's wasn't a girl.
No, Tony was a guy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dead guy.
So there's no need to worry about anything
It's a ghost
taking place.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Tony.
You and Tony what?
Me and Tony never made out.
Oh, I never thought you did. Thanks for clarifying.
No. Just thought I'd clarify that you have made out with him.
I never made out with Tony. I've never met him or been to Maine.
No, I mean Alex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is my point getting across at all?
I don't think.
I don't know what point you're trying to make.
My point is, it's not appropriate for him to stay the night at your house. And you
Says who?
Says me.
Well, that's bizarre.
Certainly shouldn't be going on a date with him.
I can decide for myself what I find appropriate or inappropriate.
See, and that's where you're wrong.
Okay, well, if you're thinking about the way that I feel, then you know that it wouldn't be appropriate.
Why wouldn't it be?
Because you know how I feel.
What does that have to do with anything? What do your feelings have to do with what I do?
Because you know how I feel about you. And you know what we're trying to do. You know what you and I are trying to have.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so why would it be appropriate for you to go out on a date with this guy and invite this guy to stay the night at your house? A guy that you made out with. Why would that be appropriate?
I already answered that. I didn't want him driving drunk, so I just said you can stay here.
So that's what
yeah, I could have called an Uber. I was like, nah, you can just sleep on the couch.
Yeah, nah, you can just sleep on my couch.
I'm not buying him an Uber.
Even though the guy that I'm interested in wouldn't like it, go ahead and sleep there.
Ubers are expensive.
But she's not interested in
Uber?
him.
Yeah, she's not.
That's what you just said. Buy him an Uber.
I said call him an Uber. He can pay for it himself. He's the one to get himself drunk.
I don't know his phone password.
So he wasn't drunk to the point where he was passed out. So he must have known it.
Known what?
His password to his phone.
Yeah, he knows his password to his phone.
Okay, so he could have called an Uber.
I mean, yeah, if he wanted to, he could have called one.
But he didn't want to.
And she didn't want him to, so what's
Well, no, I offered for him to sleep on the couch, and he said, okay.
Yeah, so why would he want to?
Yeah, exactly. Why would he want to?
So why don't you just say you need to call an Uber because you're too drunk to drive?
I said I would let him stay on the couch.
Yeah.
He said okay.
With no regard to how I felt.
Exactly.
Or how
I don't see what your feelings have to do with anything.
Well, I don't see how you can't see.
Okay. Well, I don't. So.
If I don't like
he
it,
really does think the universe revolves around him.
Hold on, just a second. I'm fucking up here. All right. Oops. What was that?
He really thinks that like the world revolves around him.
But why would he think that? Because his life has never worked out that way.
Well, he is very stupid.
But there's like no doting girlfriend who taught him that this is how relationships work. There was no woman who just only wanted to do the things to make Lauren happy. And he definitely is not someone who is going to do everything in his power to make his woman happy. So just the entitlement that anyone out there is just waiting to wait on him and do exactly. Where does he get that from? The only time he came anywhere close was with Kayla. And that was a perverted justice decoy who just said, okay.
Well, that's where he got it from. A fake 13-year-old is his ideal spouse.
Yeah, because he never mentions her when he talked about his ideal relationship. And that really probably was his ideal relationship.
Yeah, the only reason he didn't mention it was because it wasn't a real little girl.
Well, in his mind, she'll always be a real little girl. But, because they didn't really argue. She said okay a lot, and everything that he tried to teach her, she was willing to listen. Great relationship for Lauren.
Okay.
Cool. Wow. You want me to count what? I ain't counting those. Yeah.
I like it when you call me that.
Do you like my poem today?
I like calling you that. Like, why does that matter?
Yeah, why would my feelings matter?
Yeah, why would they matter?
Yeah.
In this situation, letting my friend sleep at the house, I don't understand why I need to take your feelings into consideration.
Why would my feelings matter that the woman I'm interested in is letting a guy that she made out with stay at her house after going out on a date with him?
Yeah, I don't see why your feelings should matter to me.
Yeah, well, no, apparently they don't.
Well, not in this instance, they don't, because I don't see how it doesn't. How you feel doesn't affect what I do. I let a friend sleep on the couch.
A friend that you made out with.
Yeah, Alex.
That you spend a lot of time with.
Yeah.
That your other friends got ditched because you spend a lot of time with this guy.
Oh my God.
No, they didn't get ditched. I answered this, I think, twice already. They just couldn't go out yesterday.
They've gotten ditched since you've known him.
No, you're confused about that. No one was a ditch.
No,
how did Blue Boy stay
I'm not
calm?
confused about that.
I don't know.
You pretty much said yourself that they've been ditched since you've met him.
She did not say that.
My friends are very busy, so. And Alex, he lives close by, so I see him more frequently.
Well, I remember before you met him, you were going out and doing a lot of things with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going in circles. This is like
Haven't
the fourth
heard
time.
anything about your other friends since you met him.
Nothing.
Oh.
This guy just don't want to.
She's not getting it.
Find his own woman or what?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you act like the next call is going to be completely different. It won't.
No, but I needed a little break.
You need a little break.
I needed just a little moment.
Y'all know the song, so come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip.
I like that song.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that.
That's Hannah Montana.
That is not. Actually, it might be. It might be. I don't know. I didn't watch that show.
Well, it was a good one. I don't know why you did it.
Yeah, I bet. Actually,
how old
Haley
were you when it
Osment,
came out? Like 60?
Yes.
You might have
Haley
not been
Osment
interested.
auditioned for the role of Hannah Montana. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did know that, actually. I know a lot about Hannah
so
Montana.
you know that, but then you get every other fact about everything wrong.
Yeah, because I know my Hannah Montana.
All right, well, we'll see about that on the next.
I know that
Hannah
Selena
Montana
Gomez
quiz
was
show
on
we're
it,
gonna
and
do.
she was Miley Cyrus's rival in the show. So,
were you a Teespring model? Yes or no?
I don't understand why that's relevant.
Were you a Teespring? Okay, yeah, yes.
Okay, I'm telling your parents. No, okay, I'm a liar.
Why are you doing this to us? All right, episode 48.
Nice.
This guy just don't want to find his own woman or what?
His little stubby legs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I never asked him if he's dating anyone.
Doesn't care.
You never asked him?
If he has like a girlfriend, I don't ask him, no.
Why not?
I don't know.
What do you talk about?
You know, just like what we did during the day. You know.
Okay. So things that I like to talk to you about, you talk to him about.
We don't talk about your trailer ever.
Don't go out unless you have other friends going out with you too. That would be good.
Well, why would that be good?
Why wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, it'd be cool if my friends can come out. Yeah, that'd be nice. But
it's the same thing that I told you before. Everything that you and I should be sharing, you're sharing it with him. You're sharing it with him, not me.
It's almost like she doesn't want
what am I sharing with him that I'm not sharing with you?
Your time.
What you did during the day, how your days went.
We talk about that every phone call.
Yeah, every phone call. Okay, and every phone call is when?
Twice
every
a week.
day?
No.
So how often is every phone call?
I'm not really sure.
Not really sure. You just don't want to tell me.
How often you and I talk on the phone?
No, how often you and Alex talk on the phone?
I answered that earlier. I said, like, maybe once or twice. Yeah, like once or twice. Like, if we're going to go do something, I call or he calls, like, oh, you want to meet here? You want to meet at the place? Or, you know, go to the beach? Or what do you want to do?
Well, that's nice. Let's go to the beach.
Yeah, we're pretty close to the beach.
Sounds like you're pretty close to Alex.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, we're pretty close, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty special guy to you.
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Must be. You made up with him.
Yep.
So why would you not take the way I feel into consideration?
I'm sorry?
Why would you not want to take the way I feel into consideration?
Like when I hang out with my friends?
Like when you let him stay over your house.
Why would I need to consider your feelings in that matter?
Because it's not appropriate. You know that I'd be upset about it.
Well, you say it's not appropriate. I think it's totally fine to let your friend sleep on the couch.
If she was a female, sure.
Well, female, male, anybody. If they're my friend, I let my friends stay over all the time.
If it's one that you made out with, no.
Well, because he's the only friend that I've made out with.
No, well, see, that's even more a no.
What's a no?
No, it's not appropriate.
Well, it's my house and my life, and I can decide for myself what I deem appropriate or inappropriate.
Yeah. Well,
if he tried to, like, come into my room and 69 with me, I'd probably say that's pretty inappropriate.
Probably.
But the way I feel wouldn't be
Not
taken into
definitively.
consideration at all.
Probably.
Like, he shouldn't even be there.
Why shouldn't he be there?
Because the 69.
At my house.
What purpose does he have to stay at your house when there's Uber on his phone?
Because I offered for him to sleep on the couch.
Okay, so you don't take my feelings into consideration when you offer for him to stay at your house?
No.
Because this is the guy that you made out with, that you spend a lot of time with.
I didn't invite him over because we made out. I let him stay over because he was drunk.
This is like talking to, like, one of those toys with the drawstring. Because he cycles through the same things over and over.
Yeah, he has 6 sayings. And it gets really, I remember, like, having those little stupid toys when I was a kid. And it's really fun until you realize, 1, they're just random responses. And 2, there's 7 of them.
You could count that high?
Well, I'm not from Arkansas, so yes. I could go all the way up to 12.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, I'm
highest I ever got was 8.
8.
Why do I sound like that? Or are you
Like
just
what?
not good at doing impressions?
No, I do it great. Not all right. Yeah, cool. So I went to the store today. I mean, tell me that didn't sound just like you were like, hello?
Okay, that was
That's not
pretty
you,
good.
that's me.
I thought there was an echo.
I'm better than people. Hey, look at me, everyone. I'm in school. Come on. Spot on. Hey,
Are we gonna
everyone.
record today?
Well, I had another bad day today.
I feel like Meg from Family Guy.
No, not that cool. No.
Where the Uber comes in.
I don't have a hat.
More hot dogs.
Yeah, I answered that earlier about the Uber.
Oh, I know. You still gave the same old answer.
Well, yeah, why would my answer change?
My life and my house. I don't care how you feel about anything. That works well.
Well, I mean, I care how you feel about some stuff. I don't see what my friend staying on my couch has to do with you.
Because it's a friend that you made out with, Casey.
But what does that have to do with you?
It's a friend that you pay too much attention to.
And what does that have to do with you?
That has a lot to do with me.
How?
Like
Explain
what?
it.
Because it's something I don't like.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you don't like something, I'm not gonna do it.
What do you mean? You do things I don't like all the time.
When you tell me not to do it, I don't do it.
Oh, you said it to Ramona. Tell
Well,
me what
that's
to do.
your
I'm not
choice
gonna
not to do it.
That's out of respect for you.
Well, thank you.
Control him completely.
She said, "Stop bringing up the Alex Jones things constantly." He's not doing that.
You know
So-
what? Good point.
Yeah, you're not doing that, Lauren.
So out of respect for me, can you not invite him to stay over your house anymore?
No.
I don't invite him to just this. We don't have like slumber parties.
Well, after he gets some drinks in him, apparently that's what he thinks is going to happen. I'll just get drunk and she'll invite me to stay over her house.
Yeah, but at a
I'll
slumber
I'll drive
party,
over her house so we can drive.
at a slumber party, like paint your nails and stuff. You don't like 69.
Yeah,
So
you're not
what's the problem if
clapping
it is a
cheeks.
slumber party? Yeah.
He's because Alex was like, "Why don't we watch a movie and put your head in my lap?" And then he's like rubbing her head. She's in her pajamas because she just sleeps in just a shirt with nothing underneath. And then Jamie calls her a thought. That's what happened. So
Well, maybe
Lauren,
yeah.
Lauren knows that it's a slumber party, but then it turns into a number party, and that number is, of course, the aforementioned 69 that was mentioned. That was she would probably tell him that's not okay.
But there's not 69 people at the slumber party. There's only 2.
Yeah, let's add that to the list of things we need to talk about when we get off the stream.
What, that you don't know how to count? There's
Yes.
1, 2.
Yes.
It's easy.
Dummy.
To the bar in her car so I can get drunk and I can stay over her house. Planted in his head that it's going to be an automatic thing. I said, you planted it in his head that it's going to be an automatic thing.
That's a good
That if he
impression.
drives over your house and he drives to the cocktails or drinks and drives home with you, that he's going to be able to stay over your house automatically.
Yeah, I would let him stay over if he was too drunk.
Yeah, instead of saying, okay, you have a phone, you need to call an Uber, you're not driving drunk.
Yeah, that's right.
That instead of saying that, you say,
Yeah, you get. Yeah, that's what you're.
you say, go ahead and sleep on my couch.
Yes.
Go ahead and stay in my house,
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
regardless of how this guy that I'm interested in, regardless of how he feels.
regardless of how you feel. Yeah.
How many times is he going to go over this with
I
her?
don't know.
Yeah.
So even though he could get home safely,
hmm
no respect gets shown for the way I feel.
No, your feelings in this aren't. Your feelings are not involved in this. In my decision to let him sleep on the couch.
Yeah, because Uber drivers don't do that for a profession.
What don't they do? Sleep on my couch?
They don't drive drunk people home.
Yeah, Uber drivers will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not let him do it?
Well, he could have done it if he wanted to. I just offered for him to sleep on the couch.
I would have tapped
Regardless
out.
of how I feel about it.
Yeah.
I don't know how Blue Boy did it.
So he
Because
gets
I would
to
have said,
see
fuck you, I'm
walking around in
gone.
your pajamas and see you in your home life.
See in your pajamas.
You mean my pajamas and my home life?
Your jammies.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The guy that you made out with, that you spend a lot of time with.
Okay. I mean, yeah, if I'm at home and going to bed, I do tend to put on pajamas.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
what they look like.
I know you know what I'm saying.
They look like Scrooge with
About what?
the nightgown with the little cap.
But not
And a
respecting
candle.
me and letting him stay over.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate.
You said you didn't find that appropriate earlier
Yeah.
a few times. Yeah, I know.
I guess the way I feel doesn't matter.
I think the way you feel matters sometimes.
It matters to you.
Apparently not in this situation,
No, not in this situation.
because he can't take an Uber home.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he can if he wanted to.
She doesn't want
Yeah, but he'd rather stay at your house.
Yeah.
That's why he drove his car to your house and drove to the bar with you, so that he could get drunk and stay at your house.
No, the bar's closer to me, so I figure we might as well just drive together.
Yeah, well, okay. See what happens next time.
Next time we go to the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. I will see what happens next time.
Better be the same old thing.
Yeah, if we go to this bar, probably.
Yeah, probably. Up for another date of cocktails.
Hot date.
Cocktails.
A romantic date for cocktails. Just me and Alex.
Me and Alex Jones.
Yeah.
We got a thing going on.
I can't say how would you feel if tables were turned because you just say, I don't care. When the tables when if the tables actually were turned, you wouldn't say just say I don't care.
She would not give a shit. You gross
I think
troll.
I would.
Sure. That's what everybody would say. Until that actually happens.
Okay.
So did you talk to Alex already today? With the exception of this morning when you both woke up?
No.
I'm surprised.
Oh.
Next time, why don't you ask him why he doesn't try to find a girlfriend? See what he says.
Well, that's rude.
Why?
Yeah, that's kind of a fucked up
friend, right?
What if he's looking for a girlfriend? I don't know.
So maybe you have a girlfriend that you can set him up with.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe you should bring it up to him.
Yeah, maybe I should.
I bet he's never thought about it.
Maybe there is a reason that he's hanging out with you so much. Maybe he's thinking that you might be able to hook him up with somebody.
Is that why?
Oh, maybe.
Then why are you getting such an attitude?
I mean, if he wants a girlfriend, he can probably find his own girlfriend.
I don't want that to be read wrong either.
What?
Because I can understand why he'd want to hang around you. But he seems to want to hang around you too much.
I don't think it's too much. I mean, once or twice a week is fine for me.
Casey, your other friends have gotten neglected because of him.
No, they have not. My friends are really busy, and they live kind of far from me. We all have busy lives, and Alex just lives the closest.
Yeah, okay. And when you and I first started, you was going out and doing things with your friends, other friends a lot.
Jeez, this is crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't really filming the movie back then. I kind of had the yoga thing, so I was able to see him more often. I had more like an easier schedule to be able to see him, you know. And I did invite them to go get drinks. They couldn't get drinks. They were all busy.
I'm really interested in what he'll say as far as looking for a girlfriend.
Oh.
I just think that it's odd that he's clung on to you like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bishop Barry makes every month Black History Month, and so should you. Celebrate the superstars who make Black history rich every day with a ready-to-display beautiful commemorative plaque only from the Plaque Quarterback. Cherish the iconic legends of Black history every day. Also available for special occasions like these and more. Call 410-292-3029 and reserve your plaque today only from the Plaque Quarterback.
So you were asking what I wanted for Christmas. I'm
going to get you one of those plaques, but it's going to have the story on it about the footprints on the beach.
That's when God was carrying me or whatever.
Yeah. But Jesus, why wasn't there two sets of footprints?
Because that's when I was carrying you.
Yeah. Are you going to hang it up?
Why does he have that accent?
Because
why does he sound so? It sounds so sinister. Because that's when I was carrying you.
I held you up by my arms.
My strong arms carried you on the beach. And not once did I complain, but here you are bitching and moaning. Why did Jesus
You're
keep asking about
ungrateful.
why was Alex Jones sleeping on your couch?
That was when, you know what, that's the actual story, is that Alex Jones was carrying you.
Jesus, not now.
Where are you gonna put it?
Above the fireplace.
You don't even have one. You're lying.
I do have a fireplace.
No, you don't.
Oh, I thought we talked about that earlier.
Oh, we did, but you never really gave me a clear thought of if you think it's a good idea or if you think I should just keep going on the trailer.
I said I thought it'd be better if you built a house.
Yeah.
I said that in the text message.
Oh, did you? I must have missed it or I didn't remember you saying it. You want to help me design it?
What's your idea? What do you want to have in a house?
I just read that page. It took a long time to do it because it's so hard to see.
I can't read what he wrote. I say I once had a dream that
I was going to be on a basketball team and a girl shouted, "You made the team." I said, "That's my dream."
Is this a poem?
I don't know.
I once had a dream that I made a basketball team and a girl shouted, "You made the team." I said, "That's my dream."
That's, you know what?
And Jesus said, "And that's the time when I was carrying you on the basketball court."
This is modern day Maya Angelou. I know why the basketball player sings.
And this is why, because
Yeah,
I think this might be a poem, my dream about the team.
Well, he doesn't know how to rhyme very well. He just did dream and team again.
That's fine. They rhyme. They rhyme. They do rhyme. Even if he used them several times, it's okay. He's
I don't
learning.
think it's okay.
I want to have something nice. I don't want it to just be something normal.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fancy house.
Well, what do you?
I don't want it just being a square box.
You see my trailer, right?
Huh?
That but nicer.
What are some things you want in your dream home?
I think I'd like to have an island in the kitchen. I'd want it to be open.
What do you? Oh, is that why you tore the wall down in your trailer?
Yeah, I'd want.
Yeah.
You wanted open concept.
Open concept.
I'd want a loft in it as the master bedroom.
Yeah.
And then I want to be able to look down over the living room.
Oh.
But here's what I'm thinking. Well, first of all, when I move out there with you, don't know if we're going to sell my house here or not. So if we want a house to come back to visit here in Maine, we could keep the house here.
That's not a house.
Or we could sell it and just buy a different one. Or we could sell it and just keep the money and put it towards a different house out there.
Why don't you build the house first before you think about that?
Oh my God, that's a bad idea.
I was assuming he was calling the trailer the house the whole time.
No, he's building. He's talking about build. This is when he starts talking about building a house.
Oh, okay.
And he wants her help designing it because it's not going to be like the trailer. This is going to be a nice, fancy house.
Casey knows a lot about architecture. She could totally design a house.
Well, I mean, Lauren, definitely. You heard about his experiences with Durango Mango. I'm excited to see what kind of dream house he would build. But just immediately, he wants an island in the kitchen. There's going to be a loft overlooking the living room. Like, how are you going to do any of this? But you live in a shoebox of shit. There's holes everywhere. You can't fix anything, but you're going to build something from the ground up?
Well, you just are tearing him down. I mean, he's got his dreams. Why don't you just support him for once?
His dream was to be on the team, and a girl said, "You made the team," and he said, "That's my dream." That was his entire dream. His entire dream was making a basketball team and a girl acknowledging that he made the team.
And then he had to leave because he was just too good at it.
He was too good.
Yeah.
Waterville's complaining. You're playing like a black guy. That's what it was. He was playing with too much of that street hip hop stuff when they were all about fundamentals in Cornville.
And
I
that's
believe.
how Lauren celebrates Black History Month every month.
Every day. Every day.
Down the road, what if we want to come have a house for coming back here,
Like a summer house.
and we're gonna want something that we're gonna like?
Well, you should have the house built. I mean, you're thinking about something you don't even have yet.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's why I'm trying to think of how I'd like to have it built. I'd like to have it built so that both of us like it.
When are you going to start building it?
Here we go.
Tomorrow.
Very soon.
No.
I'll have to start very soon because I've only got so many months to play with, so I've got to get it framed up.
A single man can build a house in just 2 months.
Well, winter's coming. He's gonna tell her when he's gonna build it. He's much more realistic than tomorrow. That's stupid. That's not even
he could
funny.
start digging because you
Well,
have to have the
okay.
foundation.
Just why don't we hear what Lauren says he's gonna
He
build
could
it?
even get Roscoe and Sadie to help.
With the digging?
Yeah. To help him dig for the foundation.
Before winter.
Yeah.
So how long is that?
Well, we've got about another 2 weeks in July.
Okay.
August, September, October. I'd like to be in it by the end of October.
Oh,
okay,
I'd like to be in it by the beginning of October, but I don't think it'll probably happen before the end of October.
Yeah, that's unrealistic.
Well, then you got to start it like tomorrow.
Like pretty much, but I can't. I got to work tomorrow.
Well, so what do you need to do for?
I've got to cut some more of them trees down.
Mm-hmm.
Behind where the house, where I showed you that, I think it would be the best place for the house. I've got to cut some more of those trees down. Norman will have to pull the roots out of there.
Yeah, you're gonna have to clear
and I'm not sure if I want to put it on a slab or I'd like to have at least a 4-foot crawl space.
Yeah.
So that way we can have the pipes underneath and be able to work on the pipes if we need to easily.
He doesn't even have the layout designed.
No, doesn't need it.
He's just gonna wing it. You know that works when building a house.
You never built with Legos and you just like start putting stuff down, then you eventually it comes in to be something. So Lauren,
he's just gonna make the Winchester house again.
Yes. Well, yeah, like what he's doing with the trailer, the Winchester trailer. But yeah,
with the door on the ceiling.
The door on the ceiling. That's so Winchester. I can't believe it. So he said the reason why he can't start tomorrow is because he has to work tomorrow.
Right.
Otherwise, you get a fresh start in the morning on cutting down trees and pulling roots out of the ground and everything else he needs to do. It's August, and he wants to be in there by the end of October, and he doesn't have a he has nothing. He has nothing.
Has he considered that maybe he should push the deadline out a little bit?
He can't because winter's coming. What's he gonna do?
Well, he could put the wall back up in his trailer maybe and put the space heater in there.
Okay, well that's one idea. But maybe, just maybe, you forget about this stupid idea in the first place because it's really just a reason for Casey to believe that you are for real and that this relationship is going to happen. And look at the hard work you're willing to put in. You're willing to waste your time talking about a house that you will never build because you don't have the money or the ability or the materials.
Or the brain.
Other than that, though, that's the only thing keeping this house from happening. Those 4 things.
Maybe also that he's a pedophile.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah.
Putting it all together.
Put them together, slap it
together.
Well,
I mean, you need materials. And it sounds like you don't even have an area.
I pretty much got all the material.
Oh, yeah, in my yard.
In the area, I showed you the area. I think that's where I'd actually like to have it because it would still be able to use the same well and the same septic system.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to start construction?
Oh my God, so many questions.
I think I'll have to talk to
next
Norman
month.
and see when. Well, he's going to get the logs out of here. It would be within the next week or two.
You have 3.5 months.
So that you have even less time to start.
Yeah, because there's some planning that needs to take place, and
what for a house?
Norman has to get those logs out of here. And after he gets the logs out of here, he'd be able to finish digging up the roots, and then from the trees that I got to cut down, then he'd be able to start digging for the concrete pad or basement.
The basement.
And we also got to figure everything out for how it's going to be done with the well. So I might have to take actually I can leave the pipe like it is until we get it going, I think. There's some...
So are you just going to build an entire house by yourself?
No, I get Roy.
Why not?
So I'm not just asking. Is that what your plan is?
Yeah.
He couldn't even tear down the house fast enough. And got replaced.
That's a really good point. He couldn't even tear it down.
But you're gonna build one all by yourself, with the ticking clock.
Yeah, and his diabetes foot.
He would have been found dead, in the collapsed whatever structure. They won't call it a house. It'll be like local pedophile found dead in collapsed wooden structure. And they would all be trying to figure out, they would think it was some pyre he was building for some ancient gods, or they would think it was something, but it would just be like the creepy wooden pile on the edge of the pedophile's property.
Using recycled rotted wood.
Yeah, well, I pretty much have all the material.
I mean, you can put the nail in a whole lot easier whenever it's a little wet and rotted.
But like, you're cutting down these trees. What about turning some of those into using some of those for their materials?
Well, it's the same thing as like when he wanted to get the exact make and model of his truck and then take the transmission out of that and put it in his current truck. Like, he just does not follow any line of logic.
Take a transmission from that, put it in the truck. Might not even be a transmission. Might be some little thing.
It is my car, you know.
I mean, I can't count on Roy to come over here and help, because his mind is just too far gone.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't want him. I know he still has something to do with Sue. I know he still talks to her, so I don't want to give him anything to tell Sue that she can put on the internet. Paul, I can't get him to help because he works a lot of hours this time of year. He works at Gifford's Ice Cream. Norman would help me on some stuff. Anyway, I can't start digging until Norman finishes fixing his excavator. Because we've been putting a thumb on his excavator. We had it so it was working once, but then it broke, so I had to weld it all over again. So, but he's got to put the thumb on the excavator so that way he can grab the logs, put on his trailer that he hauls back behind his dump truck. And then he's going to take the logs in. And then after we get the logs out of the way, then he'll be able to start digging for the foundation. But I got to figure out how big I want it. And
how big do you want it?
I don't know. That's something that you and I need to talk about.
You need to know that before you start building.
It's up to you. It's not my house.
That's what they're figuring out right now, Nuggets.
But they're not going to lay a very specific plan out in this call.
Yeah, they all. Oh my God, you don't know how anything works. You've obviously never built a house with a pedophile. so yes.
Okay, you know what? You're right. I've only ever made Lego houses.
Yes, so they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna figure it out right now. Give the man some time to cook. He knows what he's doing.
I don't know that Lord knows how to cook, and I don't understand what that has to do with house building.
We want a house to come back to you to. We want something that both of us are gonna like.
Make it 10,000 square feet.
Wow.
That might be possible down the road.
How many toes?
Right now, let's just keep it sensible.
3,000. Yeah, a reasonable 3,000.
How would you like your dream house to be?
I want
10,000 square
a
feet.
penthouse looking over Manhattan.
Okay, let's try this again. How would you like, without any view of anything, how would you like the house itself to be?
Big.
Like the one I have now.
Okay, how would you like your getaway home to be without a view of anything,
Away
with
from
just
you.
the house itself?
Maybe like a bungalow.
You want it round?
What? Like
Yeah.
a Smurf house?
Most bungalows are round, right?
Yeah,
Are they?
I'm confused.
that would be my dream.
I think you're thinking of like a Hawaiian grass hut.
Okay, well, thankfully I'm not on the beach, so let's think of an actual house. There's actually some houses here that I've seen that are in the woods that are octagon shape.
Oxygon.
Yeah, Oxygon. A bungalow is a low house with a broad front porch having no upper floor or upper room set in the roof, typically with dormer windows.
So it's just like a 1-story house.
That's it. It's not a round. I don't know what the fuck he's about, some round Smurf house.
Was he
that they're
watching
gonna
The Lord of the Rings?
Or was he thinking of an igloo?
He might have been thinking of an
You
igloo.
get a lot of ice. You get a lot of ice. To
It
build
does
your
get cold up in
bungalow.
Maine. It
Give
might
me an
melt in the summer.
Eskimo kish. Yeah, I don't know if Lauren knows. Surprisingly, Lauren doesn't know what he's talking about.
I never would have thought that. He seems like
Yeah.
somebody who's just so knowledgeable.
This is that call. I was trying to ask people, hey, what's the call that Lauren was an idiot in? It's Casey episode 49, guys, in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah, letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I thought those were pretty cool.
Well, then you should build yours like an octagon.
No, I don't want to build one like an octagon.
He keeps saying oxygon.
Octagon.
I want something just, maybe I should just throw something up here to, I know I'm not going to wind up keeping this land. I know I'm going to wind up selling it.
And why are you building a house?
You should start building your house.
Why don't you help me with the plans of it? With the design of it.
How to plan your house for you. Build it however you want.
Help me with the design of it. Cause you
Okay.
Design your house.
Make it
you'll be coming here too.
What?
You'll be coming here too, so you might as well.
You just said
throw
you're
your
gonna sell
opinion
it.
on some things and on how you like some things.
Build it however you want. I don't know how to plan a house. Nor do I care to plan a house.
You don't know how to draw a picture of a house?
Draw pictures?
No.
Draw a picture of
Why
a
are you getting
house.
cranky with me?
Because you're fucking
I'm telling you-
dumbass idiot.
Right, like just imagine spending a day at work. You're on the set of Miss Doubtfire 2 or whatever the fuck Casey's doing. You got a lot going on, and then you've got this idiot who wants you to draw a picture of your dream house that you know is never gonna get done. It's never gonna get done. She doesn't want to entertain this. No actual woman would want to entertain this, and Blue Blade just probably wasn't in the mood to entertain this bullshit. Although I hope that there is a drawing.
Drawing.
Yeah, I hope that a drawing does exist of the dream home. I don't remember if it does or not.
What?
But
She should have just gotten a picture of like one of those McMansions and sent it to Lauren and be like, "That's what I want."
well, in the dinner ring call, he asked her what her favorite stone was, and she said she liked blood diamonds or the hope diamond, and he wrote those both down.
Can I be really honest with you?
Go ahead.
I know I'm very familiar with the hope diamond, but like, is a blood diamond anything more than like a diamond that you got using slave labor? Or am I
It's a
stupid?
diamond. If it doesn't say like cruel, I can't remember what. There's like a thing they put cruelty free, or it's not cruelty free. It's something else. Conflict free. I don't know, but there's a thing they specify so that you know the diamond didn't come from an area where they use like slave labor and shit to get it. Those are
Okay.
anything else is considered a blood diamond. But Lauren is thinking it must be a red diamond. He's like, hey, they actually did have some blood diamonds. I do remember seeing some. I don't remember seeing the Hope Diamond, but I do remember seeing some blood diamonds.
I like the Hope Diamond.
I'm a fan of blood diamonds, actually. Lord's like, hold on, let me write this down.
I think I saw some at K Jewelers.
Hello, do you have any blood diamonds?
Can you imagine if calling up a jeweler and
Do you have any
asking if
blood
they have
diamonds
blood
or
diamonds?
the Hope Diamond? I'm looking for, and what kind of credit
those.
terms do you offer? So I looked up roundhouses, and there's a yurt, which I don't think Lauren was thinking about a bungalow being a yurt. And then there's a polosa, and that's a traditional thatched house found in Galicia, Spain. They're circular or oval, about 10 or 20 meters in diameter.
I don't think Lauren likes Spanish people. So.
Well, but I could see him building, because this sounds like one of the houses from the Three Little Pigs. You know what I'm saying? It's thatched. It's like made of like materials that you find on the ground.
Little
It's just
piggy, little
that.
piggy.
Let me in. Yes, right. So I actually could see Lauren making I don't know if I'm saying pilote, so I don't know how you say it, but I could see Lauren building one of these bad boys, and I hope he does. Or he could do there was the House of Sticks. What was the other one? Was it a House of Straw?
Was straw, sticks, and then there was the brick house that didn't
brick
blow
house.
down.
And he definitely would not be building the brick house, but he would build a house of straw or sticks.
With some mud to help stick it together.
An adobe house?
Well, I mean, you just use it's made out of like grass and stuff, but you have to make it stick to each other.
I don't think you understand what adobe is, right? Like some of those houses, those very strong houses.
No, listen, because I know what adobe is because I used to play like video games and they took it away, and so now I can't play them anymore. I can't do Pop Tropica anymore.
I have Photoshop, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, we're moving on. I'm tired of you.
You can plan it yourself.
Oh, I can, yeah. I thought you would like to have an input.
Why would you think that?
No, I'm fine. If I was building my own house, I wouldn't ask you for your input.
You're starting to sound cranky. Why are you sounding cranky?
She's just a little tired.
So I'll build the house the way that I want to build it, and hopefully you'll like it.
Well, why does it matter if I like it?
Because I want you to like it. Why wouldn't I want you to like it?
What if I never see it? I don't know anything about this house. I have my own house. It doesn't matter if I like it or not.
What if you do see it? What if you want to keep it?
But she doesn't.
I don't own it. Are you gifting me a house?
What if we get married and I move out there with you and we want a house to come back here to Maine to? What if you want to keep the house?
You guys aren't
we aren't even dating right now, so
exactly.
You're thinking way into the future.
Yeah. It's better thinking to the future than not thinking to the future.
You need to slow the fuck down because we're not even dating.
Well, I'm slowing the fuck down, but doesn't mean I'm not thinking about things.
Then you're not.
Yeah, you should plan your own future.
Well, geez, you trying to tell me off or what?
No, I'm saying you should do it because you want to do it, not because you think, that one day we'll be married and we might want a summer home. I'm saying you should want to build a house because you want to build a house.
Well, maybe I like to think of things down the road. Maybe I like thinking into the future. The possibilities.
If Lauren liked thinking into the future that much, he probably never would have went to that Sting house. What do you think? What do you think? Of all the times to look into the future.
That's a really good point.
Maybe October 18th, 2007 would have been a time to go, hey, let's take a peek into I'm in prison.
He also wouldn't have blown through 30K and then ended up sleeping on the floor of an apartment.
Ended up in Nashville, right? Like either of those two things could have changed the trajectory of Lauren's life.
But he just stuck.
You also shouldn't plan your future around something that you don't know if it's even what's going to be in your future.
That's true.
He just likes
but
to
it's nice to think of some things that could be in the future.
Yeah, it's great fantasizing. I love fantasizing about winning the lottery, but I'm not basing my entire future on me possibly winning the lottery.
Well, if you win the lottery, will you marry me?
Oh my God, Lorne.
No reaction.
You're
No
supposed to laugh at
reaction.
that.
Dead
Yeah, I
silent.
thought it was rather funny. Oh
Likes
my
being
God,
humorous.
you're so drab tonight. Feels like you don't want to smile about anything.
That sounds
Acting
like
fine.
Christine.
I don't know what you're picking up on.
You're acting so serious.
That's just how I am.
So it has nothing to do with what I told you on the voicemail.
What on your voicemail?
On the voicemail that I had to leave like 3 different times.
Well, I couldn't hear you the first 2 times, and then I didn't listen to it the third time.
Oh, so you lied to me.
Well, I told you I wasn't. I said, you don't have to leave a voicemail, and you said you did anyways, then you asked me, and I was like, yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
What?
I'll lie to him. I'll lie to him just to shut him up.
Exactly.
What did the voicemail say?
No, never mind. You still got it. You can listen to it if you want to hear it that bad.
I don't think she does.
If not, you can just delete it.
That's very true.
And my truck payments are $472.69.
What?
What?
And you'd be able to tell that when the payment was taken out. Just look on my account.
Why does
On my
he
bank
give
account.
out his
In my
bank
bank
information to
account.
people?
Well,
I mean, you know why. It's closeness.
Like I know his logic behind it, but like I don't understand how he doesn't think that it's a bad idea.
Well, it's like those people who their credit are so bad and they're like, I hope someone steals my identity. They're not going to be real happy. Like, what does Lauren have to lose from giving out his financial, the $3 in his bank?
Well, it's not even $3. That's like negative something thousand.
You would think because of that, he wouldn't want to give it out just because of the amount he's been catfished and his personal information has been, readily shared online, that he would be really careful with anything. Talking
Exactly.
about, like, just with anything. You don't know this person. If you're not talking about it in person, you don't know this person, stop giving out this information. Because why are you not embarrassed that you're a 70-year-old man with $4 in the bank? And
Okay, he's not 70.
All right, well, close enough. And he owes a bunch of money to a bunch of, like, it's just, what a shitty position in life. Why would you share this with your girlfriend? She's not even your girlfriend, so it's not like you're being financially responsible and telling the person that you're in a relationship with prior to about your like, hey, if we do get married, this is what you have to deal with. I have $4.
I mean,
I don't know how much you're bringing into the relationship, but I have $4.
I'm shocked he didn't give Sue his bank information, because it really just, like, she just has to be a female.
No, she has to at least be, he needs, Lauren is looking for a trophy to walk around Cornville with, so he can finally show them that he won.
Okay,
And Sue was not that trophy. To Lauren, she was not the trophy to walk around arm in arm in Cornville with. So he's not going to give her that information.
Yeah, she's too
wrinkly. I was just curious. I wasn't like trying to monitor your banking activities. I was just wondering.
Well, I know, but I just didn't want to tell you through text because of probation.
Oh.
That's why anything that has to do with that, wait until we're on the phone to ask me instead of asking me through text.
Why does he want probation to know?
They don't need to know.
It sounds like him telling Kayla to
right
break
now.
up with him online so that they can talk on the phone.
He doesn't want probation knowing anything about his finances, but here he is sharing it with the catfish when he's already been catfished twice by Casey Moreau. But this one's the actually, this has to be the real one. How are 3 people going to do that?
But Casey's not a real authority to him. Probation is. So them like telling him off for having bad finances is one
They're
thing.
not. Are they going to tell him off for that? Is that how?
I mean, in his head, that's probably why he's not telling them.
Like, does
'cause he doesn't
probation
wanna
get
get in
involved in
trouble.
your finances?
I don't know. I've never been on probation.
Yeah, I know, because you keep ducking that court date. But
why do you gotta put my business out there online?
why put my
really
business out
fucked
there?
up.
I told you not to tell anyone.
Yeah, that's for me to share, you doxer. Okay, Joran.
They don't need no
Ask me my
anything, I
ethnicity
tell you, really.
next.
That's why I'd be happy when I'm done with that crap.
With probation? It's
Yeah, I
lifetime.
don't think you're ever going to be done with that crap.
Boom.
What you think and what's actually going to happen are two different things, though.
That applies
But
more to you, Lauren.
Things are,
Yeah.
I was talking to Ashley the other day, and she told me that she has good vibes coming my way.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but the word good was in there, so couldn't have been too bad.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bishop Barry Chapman, and this is Bishop Cologne. This is one of the greatest colognes on the planet. Love in a bottle. Let me show you. Oh my goodness, this is where great memories are made. Yes. You talking about something that smells good. Yes, this is Bishop Cologne. This is one of the greatest colognes on the planet. Bishop Cologne.
I don't know, but it had the word good in it.
I mean, you know, if it has the word good,
That's
then you know
genius.
it's got to be good news.
Lauren, you're in a good deal of trouble. Had the word good in it. You fucking moron. All right, now we are on we're moving on our last call. This is call 50. Can you do this one? It's 15 minutes.
Yes. And then
All right.
it's bedtime.
I said this is the last one. You don't have to. I know that Alex Jones is there, sleeping on your couch, and you couldn't.
Okay,
call him
but
a
that's my
number?
mom's date. I have to go to bed because I have school in the morning.
Your mom's on a date with Alex Jones. Oh, nice.
Ashley knows
Oh
that
my
I've been honest with her and with Julie about things. I've talked to Ashley and Julie both. It's been nice to have a counselor that I could actually talk to
Lauren, if he was in Zootopia.
versus being in a class that didn't want to talk to the counselors because I knew I didn't need to be in that. I was had the wrong kind of counselor.
They had me in a class with rapists.
And she's literally hitting everything right on the head.
Read on the head.
It's nice to be able to talk to somebody that's understanding me.
It sounds like she's probably just like
versus what they want to believe.
Saying what he wants to hear.
Been misdiagnosed for a long time.
You've been diagnosed as what?
attention deficit.
Because they've kept me in the sex offender treatment class for so long.
Yeah, but you said you were diagnosed.
I said misdiagnosed.
Yes, as what?
No, that's what I just said. Misdiagnosed. You were misdiagnosed as what?
As they've kept me in the sex offender treatment class for so long, they've been misdiagnosing me for a long time.
Oh my God!
With
what did
what's
they
the
diagnose
title?
you with?
Just by keeping me in the sex offender treatment class.
That's not what that word means. Hey, Lauren, that's not what diagnosed means.
They've kept me in that class so long, they seem to think I'm a sex offender.
That's like, where was I going with that? It reminds me of like you're just using the wrong word because you think it sounds good to hear, like it sounds smart, and he's just like, you're diagnosing me by keeping me in this class.
Like one of those sovereign citizens when they just keep yelling about these amendments that they don't understand. They always say they know their rights. That's Lauren right now. He knows his rights. You're misdiagnosing.
You're amending me.
Yeah. I need your super. What's your name and badge number?
They should have had me out of there. They should have had me out of there a long time ago, and with a counselor that, like Julie,
you should have had you out of there.
That is literally hitting everything right on the head and understanding everything about me.
Yeah, I get that.
Like a shitty therapist.
What's the diagnosis they gave you?
Well, they keep you in that class.
Well, it's a okay. It's like Sean and the polygrapher, both of them. They twist my words around.
That's not okay.
I tell them one thing, and they'd literally twist them right around.
So they misdiagnosed him as a liar? I don't That's Lord,
You say I'm not telling you the truth because I tell you things. I tell you things that objectively don't line up with reality, and now you're misdiagnosing me as a liar.
We got the results back. According to the labs, you're a liar. Goddamn liar.
That's a misdiagnosis. I'm. God,
And say that I was being a different way or saying different things that I had never said, that I had said exactly the opposite. And then they'd bring that back to probation. And probation would keep me in the sex offender treatment class for all that much longer, right up until I went and saw that psychiatrist, doctor, that one that I had the appointment with down in Portland, right until that psych evaluation.
So what did they have diagnosed as before?
I don't know what they had me well, the counselors and the polygrapher were diagnosing me as I still need to be in the sex offender treatment class.
Yeah, that's
that is
the
not
psych evaluation. The psychiatrist, doctor, and she diagnosed me exactly the opposite.
Is he thinking of prognosis?
No, he does. He's never heard that word before in his life. You're giving him too much credit.
Yeah, I probably am.
He thinks diagnosis because those other people are sick, and he's not, right? So that's the diagnosis. They're saying that he's sick in his mind.
But he doesn't. He's never been to the doctor, and they're like, "Oh, I'm diagnosing you. You have a cold. You have the flu."
First of all, you just mentioned Lauren going to the doctor, the man who drips battery acid on warts and shit.
I'm talking about as a kid, not as an adult.
You think he was going to the doctor? He was going to the doctor.
Maybe twice.
Yeah, there was like some dude who came in and like look at the cows and stuff. Like he's like the town vet / doctor that the people in Cornville would use. He would come over and just like a simple wellness check, like when you take your dog to get its shots, and they just will be like, okay, your dog's weight is good, and her teeth look good. That's what Lauren was getting, just a general livestock check over.
His teeth didn't look good though.
His teeth never looked good.
They should have diagnosed him with bad teeth, and then he would know what a diagnosis is.
Well, a diagnosis is when you're being told you have an illness or disorder.
Yeah, they said I'm a
What
pedophile.
was the diagnosis?
Pedophilia.
My diagnosis was that I'm not interested in kids.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
I'm interested in adult women.
Yeah, that sounds like a diagnosis.
Meanwhile, the polygrapher and Sean were both telling probation just exactly the opposite.
And that's a medical diagnosis?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the psychiatrist.
Oh my god.
That's literally from the psychiatrist. That was my psych evaluation.
Can you imagine? You're diagnosed with liking big butts.
Yeah, you're diagnosed with liking adult woman, not child. But this evaluation he's talking, isn't this the self-evaluation that he is referring to? Because
is it?
Yeah, that's what he's talking. Remember, because it said in there that that Lauren is attracted to adult women in like the 60 or whatever crazy age range he said. But that was his self-evaluation. I don't think it's been pointed out to him yet.
Okay, I didn't know that that's what this conversation was about.
Yeah, that's that paid for person that he went to. Then he got his evaluation, read the self-evaluation shit, was like, oh, completely vindicated.
He's so stupid. He really can't read.
No, he just refused to read anything further than what he had to appease himself.
But he didn't comprehend that it read that it was like the patient's self-diagnosis.
I did the same thing before, right? In 3rd grade, the teacher kept sending this note home that she needed to meet with my mom because I was not doing so great. I wasn't doing my homework, and she kept sending this note, and I kept pretending I was losing the note. And then finally she was like, if I don't hear from your mom by tonight, like, I'm going to go to your house. Like, she made some threat. And so I look at the note, I look at it front and back. I take it and give it to my mom, and she's like, "Why does it say 10th notice on the top?" I don't know why it says that. Yeah, I missed it. Right on the top, it said 10th and final notice.
Oh my god.
So I Lorne looked, and that's what he did. He Lorne looked.
You used your Lorne eyes to read it.
My fat fucking eye.
That's why you couldn't read. They were so fat.
The fat, you fat fucking eye freak.
Julie is like hitting. She's literally hitting things from my childhood.
Oh my god!
And able to put everything together, you know, with the way that my childhood happened. I tell her things, and she understands how why I feel about some things the way that I feel, and why
You're a bitch.
I've misplaced my
scruples,
my importance in myself, to myself.
Misplace the importance to themselves.
She's helped me to understand that, and that's been huge. And there's other things that she's helped me understand that, you know, if it wasn't for Julie, they would have had me in that class forever.
Lauren,
so you're saying they misdiagnosed you as being sexually attracted to kids?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, probably for the last 5 or 6 years.
Other than that, before that though,
it was actually
the last 5 years at least, because it was 5 years that was the last time that I had psych evaluation.
I don't know that you
but
can
how
just
was that
stop
a
being attracted.
Yeah.
Because they should have had me out of that class a long time ago. Like when I finished that book, the counselor back then should have signed me off and let me out of the class.
But you didn't.
But
you failed the assignments.
Okay, but I'm not the class. I'm saying the diagnosis was you were attracted to kids. How is that a misdiagnosis? Isn't that what you were in the for?
Right, but that was the first 4.5 years. After 4.5 years, I finished the book and I finished everything that I was supposed to do. And I understood.
As soon as Lauren closed the last page on that book, all his desires for children were gone.
That's how the workbooks work.
That's how it works. That's the point of the workbook. What are they not understanding?
Wow, these counselors are really stupid.
Hearing this shit come out of his mouth is the exact reason why he should never be out of that class.
I'm shocked that, like, didn't he end up getting taken out just because they were like, this is pointless?
Yeah, so I think that's what he's talking about now with the individual counseling with Julie. He should have been in this a long time ago. But, you know, do you think Lauren ever admitted in that class that he was sexually attracted to children?
Never sincerely.
He's saying now that he hasn't been for at least 4.5, however long ago he finished that book. So then that's admitting that he was, and that it was an issue, and it was something that he needed to get through this workbook to do. But if he never admitted that to them, then that explains why he never finished the fucking class. Because we've heard his assignments, and he doesn't say any of those things.
I definitely don't think he did it sincerely. He might have just been like, yeah, I guess I'm a pedophile, whatever.
Yeah,
move on.
But like in those assignments, he was talking about how it was Dateline, and in order for him not to offend again, he needs people on the internet to like not be talking shit.
And he thinks that his victim feels sorry for him.
Yeah, feel sorry for him because of what she did. How could she?
Be fake.
Stan understood things a lot better.
So you were attracted to kids for the first 4.5 years, and then you finished the book, and you just weren't more?
Yes.
No, I wasn't attracted to kids. I've been attracted to kids for a long time.
Then why do you have a repeated history of
when was the last time you were attracted to kids?
Before I even ever got out of prison.
What?
So he lost his attraction to children while in prison.
He misplaced it.
Before or after writing the children's book? please.
You realize how difficult it was to write a book about children. It was too hard, and he lost all attraction because then he
Yeah.
knew that kids would be smarter than him, and he
I had
can't
to
have
get inside
that.
the mind of a child in order to stop wanting to make love to a child. And I started that by writing a book with a good friend, a Nazi.
He drew all the pictures.
He did all the drawings.
I wasn't attracted to kids. But
Not
I still
that
had
way.
to take the class after I got out. And
Okay.
I had to finish the book.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I finished the book, and when I finished the book, she knew that she told me that she wasn't going to sign me off because of the internet,
Money.
because of the people on the internet.
Yeah. That's how it
Okay,
works.
but what I'm asking is, so you were attracted to kids until when?
I haven't been attracted to
You
kids
got
for a long time.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Long.
and when did the attraction just randomly go away?
Not long after the sting, it went away.
Because you got caught.
When you were in a location devoid of children, your desire for children went away.
Yeah, because he couldn't see him anymore to
Because there
feel the
weren't any.
desire.
Just like people who go into prison and they can't smoke, right? And they lose it, but then they get out of prison and they start smoking again.
Oh, like Lauren.
Yeah. So this is not a strong argument.
No, it's not at all.
But I still had to do
Lauren
my
might be
time, and I still had to take that class even after I was out.
So,
But there's no way that anybody could tell me that I didn't need to take the class, because I did need to take the class because I needed to understand some things about myself. And
yeah,
taking that class helped me to understand more things.
Like you
But
like little girls.
They've had me in the class for too long. For like 5 years too long.
Yeah, to the point he's starting to like children again.
They should have had me, when I finished the book, that's when they should have let me out of the class. And they should have given me a counselor back then that I could talk to about other things in my life, because those were things to talk to about in that class.
well, I mean, it's not just like you do the work and then you're cured all of a sudden. Clearly, they thought you weren't progressing.
No, the reason they kept me in the class was because of the people on the internet. That's why they kept me in the class, was because of those people. Because they didn't want me to have anything to do with the internet, and they didn't want me they wanted me to get away from the catfishing. So the people on the internet,
they would not keep you in a class to stop being a registered sex offender, to not be a threat to children in the general public because you were getting catfished online. I don't believe that for a second.
No, not at all.
You're in the class because you still pose a threat, because you refuse to accept responsibility. Right? That's just no accountability. That's it. And even here, no accountability. It's not on him. It's nothing he did. It's not for lack of trying. It's not showing up drunk to class and saying that it was fruit juice. It's because of the internet.
If he can't get that after a decade of being in this class, then he's never ever gonna get it.
He should always be in there. I honestly think just send him back to prison.
Yeah, I mean they really could, because he has committed a lot of crimes.
So many, and they're all documented. All of them. So many of them documented.
Throw him back in there.
Name Blue Boy and Reborn as witnesses for the prosecution, and have a trial, and send Lauren to prison for the rest of his life.
Can you imagine calling a witness and you're like, Blue Boy, Reborn?
Reborn shows up, but with the robot voice.
He brings like a big robot with him. This is Jamie.
What? Yeah, I would love that court case.
Yeah, it'd be really big on
that had been the problem the whole time.
Channel.
That's why they've kept me in the class. You know, I understand part of their reasoning, because they're afraid that I'll get catfished by a minor. So that's understandable. But
catfished by a
At the
minor.
same
Not
time,
the
they've got to have me with the right counselor. They can't just keep me in the class to keep me in the class for some reason that's not even there. They have to have me with the right counselor.
You need to show progress to get out of the class.
Well, I showed progress, but what was being shown from the counselor was different. And probation was taking the counselor's word for it, right up until I had the psych evaluation.
And then what?
The last one that I had was 5 years ago. So right up until this one that I've had, that's when they realized, okay, he's in the wrong place. We need to give him a different counselor.
Weren't you kicked out of class?
Yeah, I was kicked out of class. I was kicked out of class by John. But that's actually what made them realize, okay, I need an individual counselor. That along with the psych evaluation.
They think you're mental.
No, but you get to think I'm mental. The psych evaluation is just to see where your mental thoughts are.
Mm-hmm. That's what it means.
Where you are mentally. Well, with any person, that's the same thing. It's just to see, just a diagnosis of how your brain is operating. That's not to see if you're mental. That's any person that does that. Takes one of those. Does that make sense?
No. Not really.
It's just like if you went in to take a psych evaluation, it's just to tell you where your brain is at.
Oh, okay.
It's in my head.
Yeah, right there.
It's not a mental evaluation.
Oh my God!
If you're retarded or something, it tells you.
Well,
she actually gives you tests to see where your brain is at.
Oh,
does that make more
like an
sense?
evaluation.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. You sound like you just don't want to talk about that anymore.
Because she doesn't. Because you're stupid.
No, I'm just getting tired.
Yeah, it's understandable. It's been a long day. So when are you going to send me a picture of you?
Wow.
When are you going to send a dance video?
Let us see a
I've
pop
sent
it and
you
lock
plenty
it.
of dance videos. You've never sent me one. You've never sent me one video.
Oh. Well, you know what you have to do to earn them.
Did you delete my dance videos?
When you deleted them, I didn't see them anymore. Because you sent them through like a Google Drive or something.
You never saved them? It seemed like something was mentioned about my dance videos.
What was?
Something from someone from the church I called mentioned something about my dance videos.
Yeah, what about them?
They're bad.
How do they know anything about them?
Oh, Sue probably.
Because they're online.
The ones I sent you?
Yeah.
How are they online?
So casual.
Because of Will.
Oh, fucking
Yeah, but you just said that you didn't have them anymore. As soon as I deleted them, they'd go off your phone.
They're online.
You would save them.
Oh, Will would save them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he thought they were silly funny.
Yeah.
So would he hack into your phone?
No, remember when he would log in when we would call you?
Yeah.
I told you. Yeah, and then he had access to like the whole phone.
So when he would log into yours, he would save them. But when it was actually you didn't save them.
No, when you would put them in the thruple chat, those ones are the ones he has that are online.
No, so he didn't really have. He didn't have all the ones that you had.
Well, he could have. I don't know what he has.
No, if you didn't save them, how could he?
Because of what you just said.
What did I just say?
When we would call you, he would have my number to log into.
But before the throuple?
Well, no, before the throuple, any of the ones you sent before wouldn't be on the internet.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I don't think he has all of them. He just has whatever you put in the throuple or whatever he was able to take from my phone. If you didn't delete them already. So if there was any you didn't delete, then he probably has them.
No, I deleted all of them. But
Well, I mean, he already had.
He already has them.
Doesn't matter now.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but I'd have to delete them not long after I'd send them to you. Like within a few days.
Why does that
I'd run out
matter?
of room on my phone.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Out of memory.
Okay,
So
if you delete it from your phone, that
I'd have
doesn't
to
mean
delete
it's deleted from there.
old ones.
Yep.
But when you come out here, then you and I will be able to send videos and shit like that with no problem anyway.
To Will?
So it's just a matter of you coming out here before they'll relax on a lot of this bullshit about me and you.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll wind up being a lot better.
Okay, so
I want to see you. I wish the guy should send me a picture.
Well, you know what you gotta do.
I don't know. You want me to dance naked and flop my pecker around?
Wow.
Yes. With a pillow, preferably.
No response.
I want to know what you're wearing.
I told you earlier.
Yeah, but I want to know the colors.
They're just black.
Ooh,
black?
Men.
Yeah.
What about under that?
It's a boy color, Casey.
What are you wearing under them?
Under them.
Under what?
Your panties and bra. What color are those?
You can picture me in my yoga pants and my t-shirt.
Both of them black.
Yep.
And I can't picture anything else.
No, Lauren, she said no.
I have black socks on.
Is your hair curly or is it straight?
It's straight.
How long is it now?
How long is it?
Yeah, compared to the last time I saw it.
Count them.
Saw it.
Same length?
Yeah, I didn't know if it grew out any.
I get haircuts.
Oh, okay.
Lauren doesn't need them because it just falls out.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
Lauren.
guy would do that at his checkup.
Yep, you know what you gotta do.
Well.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
You know what you got to do too.
What did she have to do?
Yep.
It'd be nice if you were here now.
Oh my god.
Would it?
That'd be really nice.
She's not having it at all. She's ready to go.
No.
All right, I know you're tired. I'm tired too. So I'm going to let you off the phone.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh, and that was yeah, and that was it. He got lock-hearted to get off the phone.
He did.
So that was call 50. Before we do close out, I just
We've seen a series of one-car accidents recently involving rollovers and serious injuries to passengers. I don't know if it's video games or what, but it's so unfair to, after something like this, to blame people in the backseat or say they deserved it. I don't like consoling these parents about what's happened, but I'll do it until it stops. Will you please stop? I'm Scott Hoy.
I'm really confused.
I'm always confused by that commercial.
Oh, is it meant to be
Like,
confusing?
no, it's not a joke. That's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's a real
What?
law firm. It's a real law firm, and that is a real commercial, and it's so confusing.
It doesn't make any sense.
But I love it. I love that commercial so much. Will you
Thanks,
please
Scott.
stop?
Please.
Please, will you please stop? Nuggets.
What?
What'd you think of Lauren tonight with the Alex Jones and the Dream House?
He was
He wants
extra annoying tonight.
Yeah, he was. He very one note, very stuck on one thing, and his inability to answer a simple fucking question.
Yeah, or take an answer. Like he
Yes.
had to keep asking, like, "Oh, why'd you abandon your friends?" And
Do you
just
see?
over and over and over.
Do you see that your friends are being abandoned now that we're talking? Like he was trying to make some points. He was trying to drop knowledge to her, and she clearly just does not give a shit about his opinion or what he thinks or any of it. She does not care. She doesn't care. She hurts his feelings. She doesn't give a shit.
No, that
But
sounds
the
how you feel about me a lot.
Exactly. And not once have we talked about building a goddamn house, and I need to cut some logs down for you to live in, because that's ridiculous. But they went from that call where they are arguing about Alex Jones and her ignoring friends to the very next call he's talking about this house that you're going to be living in it too. And all he wants is a confirmation that she's going to be like, well, yeah, I love beautiful bay windows, because any inkling she gives him that she will be living in this house or she is interested in it just solidifies the relationship. Because why else would she be talking about a dream house that he's building unless she was invested in it personally?
Yeah, that's a he cannot take like God, where did my sentence go? He can't take anything as just a response to get him to
Yeah.
shut up. Like it always has
Yeah.
to have this meaning to it, which is the same reason why he does that thing where he's like, "Well, you didn't say that it wasn't a date." And she's like, "Well, I had to tell you like 3 times already that it wasn't."
Yeah, but
And
he
I
didn't
just
say it
stopped.
this time. Yeah, and or with Ramona, she's like, I had to tell you to stop sending me that you said that could work. And he launched
Yeah,
like
that
that
could
could work
work.
is not a ringing endorsement. Like if you send someone a selfie and you're like, so what do you think? And they're like, yeah, I mean that could work. Oh, it's that like, oh, he likes me. This guy really likes me. He said that could work.
That's a block. It's like, all right,
That could
this
work.
isn't gonna work.
Hey, it could be worse. I mean, like, right? That's basically the same thing. That's the same thing, Lorne. But he like just dug into that. You said that could work. Like, wow.
What about you? What did you think?
I thought the same thing, that Lauren was extra annoying with the Alex Jones stuff. But after hearing like last night in the dinner ring call and hearing those text messages and stuff, he's so infatuated with this man and so scared of this man. That it's just funny. It's funny that it's Alex Jones of all
He's
people.
fearful and in love.
Yes. Yeah, Lauren always has there's always some competition. There's always some other man or woman or someone who's getting in the way. But Alex Jones is with just like the extra little wrinkle that I love about the Casey thing. Because
I
why?
don't think Alex Jones is very handsome.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I love about it. Because Lauren, he just like how Jorn would ask, "What predator are you attracted to?" when he's talking to women. Because it's
Yeah.
normal.
Which
Normal thing
pedophile
to
do
ask.
you like the most?
Yeah, which pedophile are you sexually attracted to any of the TCAT predators? Lauren would look at Alex and say, like, I'm better looking than that guy. Because he probably believes he's better looking than every guy, but he would look
Yeah.
at Alex and say, what does she see in him that she doesn't see in me? Why is she so nervous to meet Alex Jones? Why is she reapplying makeup and worried about her hair and everything else? But like she doesn't feel like that about me. And that's what I like, is that it's
That's a
not
good point.
it's always been some ripped guy, whenever Lauren's competition was always some super ripped underwear model, not Alex Jones.
That'd be like sending him a picture of Herbert from Family Guy and being like,
Yes.
God, he's so hot.
Well, hey there, Casey. Mind if I
That just
sleep
sounds like
over?
that just sounds like Sloth Cat.
Hold on, ready? That's not how get your fat ass over here.
See?
That's not how Sloth.
That's exactly how you said.
I guess it is kind of Sloth Cat. No, oh wait, can you give us your closer?
Bye.
Mister, you just assured me that I could speak. Look, I'm under one. Mister, you just assured me that I could speak. Look, I'm under one. Gentlemen, this is democracy manifest. Gentlemen, this is democracy. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand up my penis. This is the bloke who got me on the penis. Why'd you do this to me? For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal, circulating Chinese meal. Circulating Chinese, circulating Chinese, circulating Chinese meal. Circulating Chinese, circulating Chinese. Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh yes, I see. I know you're judo, and you, sir. Are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare you get your hands off me? Tear down for well, tear down for well. How dare you put your hands on me? Tear down for well, tear down for well. Get your hand up my penis. This is a bloke who got me on the penis. Why'd you do this to me? For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal, a circulating Chinese meal. A circulating Chinese, a circulating Chinese, a circulating Chinese meal. A circulating Chinese, a circulating Chinese.